YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Peep This Out. It's your boy Ian K here again this week talking about the most recent episode of The Walking Dead, an episode titled The Grove. Written by showrunner Scott Gimple, this episode was emotionally charged from beginning to end, highly intense subject matter. This was definitely the episode to watch on the season so far. It had everything from beginning to end. I absolutely loved it. Very intense in terms of the interactions between Carol, Tyrese, and of course Lizzie and Mika, who we catch up with there on their way to Terminus, happening upon a cabin in the woods there. It looks like this cabin had everything that they needed to survive and hang out for a while. Only we would see that obviously by the end of the episode, things were never going to be the same ever again, as they always are for the characters on this show. Pretty intense overall. I'm just going to jump right into the subject matter of what it was because it was highly intense. Obviously with Lizzie and Mika being the two kids from the prison, we actually find out with certainty in terms of what happened. With Lizzie obviously feeding the walkers, mutilating animals. She was definitely a sociopath from the get-go. Probably even before this apocalyptic event happened in The Walking Dead. Lizzie and Mika, obviously a stark contrast in terms of their dynamic there, with Mika feeling like she can't kill people, period, there, especially with the attack on the prison, even though she was trying to make a go of what she needed to there. Obviously, she doesn't have it in her. And on Lizzie being the sociopath that we actually see that she is, thinking that the walkers are good, they're going to come back, she's trying to take care of them, feed them, that type of thing there. One of the main set pieces that sets up this episode is when they happen upon that cabin and when Tyrese and Carol go in to investigate. The kids are left outside to watch guard. Obviously there a walker comes out. Mika finally has the courage to save her sister and blow one of them away there. So naturally we think that's a turning point in terms of her character and what's going to happen. But we would find that that wouldn't be the case halfway into the episode there. Very intense in terms of the imagery with what had happened. Things would take a decidedly different turn after Carol and Tyrese were coming back to the cabin after discussion out in the forest there, only to happen upon Lizzie and Mika's dead body. Apparently Lizzie had killed her sister, basically saying that she was going to come back and that she should just wait. Carol and Tyrese sitting there stunned, go to kind of see what's happening with this there, and they kind of approach. Lizzie pulls out the gun, points it at Carol and says, oh, just wait, you know, that she's going to come back. You'll see, she's going to be fine. You know, at that moment there, you can see the horror in the eyes of Carol and especially Tyrese as well. She is definitely off the reservation at this point there. So really, really sad, obviously, with Mika getting killed initially there. And you kind of had a feeling that, you know, Lizzie was probably going to be the next to go, either by Walker or, as we would soon find, by Carol. And the thing that's really sad about that is obviously everything that Carol had been through with losing Sophia. She's kind of like the mother figure. She's lost a bunch of people very close to her at this point. But very powerful scene looking outside there and Tyrese watching from the window. I don't know about you guys, but I had a Godfather 2 flashback watching them walk out into the field there, watching Tyrese kind of see that go. I'm thinking about Fredo going out in that boat, you know, and you kind of know something's about to go down right over there. But when they get out into the forest and Carol is, you know, talking with Lizzie, Lizzie's pleading with her, please don't be mad at me, please don't be mad at me. And she's looking down at the flowers right over there, and Carol is saying, just look down at the flowers, look down at the flowers. You just knew it was about to go down right there. And when she pulls the gun and you just know it's about to happen, you're sitting there at the edge of your seat like, oh my God. And then the gunshot goes off, and then that's pretty much all was said and done there. But very intense imagery, especially for that. Did The Walking Dead cross the line by doing such a thing? If you keep it in the context of the story, in terms of what's happening right now and in terms of the world that's going on around them there, you have to take it for what it is. But that is a very intense situation to be faced with. Clearly Carol said she couldn't be around people. There's no way that she can really kind of fit into society that way, considering how she was. The other main intense plot point was Carol coming clean to Tyrese of her killing Karen early on there. We got the confirmation from Carol that she had to do what she needed to do because she did not want to see that spread of the infection that was plaguing so many people in the prison. So when Karen was quarantined off with another person there, it was finally confirmed to Tyrese, obviously, that she had done it. And the reason why that she did it there. And clearly you can kind of tell that scene where they were walking out and discussing what was going on beforehand there. When Tyrese had the gun and they were talking about Karen, and he was talking about her and everything that what he's dreaming about, and just the look on Carol's face. At some point you kind of felt like she was going to have to say something because they were really kind of building up to that. I didn't think it was going to happen right then and there because we definitely had some things to go on with Lizzie and Mika still. But obviously by the end of the episode, when it finally came out, when they were in front of each other, putting that little puzzle together, just trying to have some semblance of normalcy after the events of Lizzie and Mika there, seeing Carol slide the gun over to him, watching him react, watching him kind of grip the table, watching him kind of put his hand on the gun, like, what was going to go on there. Very intense in terms of what was happening there. When he finally said to Carol, you had to do what you had to do, you have to live with that now. It's a part of you. Very intense in terms of what's going on with that. Superb acting by those actors, definitely. This is definitely their episode. I personally thought it was one of their best. I think we can finally move on from it there. So it was very emotionally charged, like I said, from beginning to end. Great writing, great pacing, great scripting, everything from the beginning all the way through. Superb, superb, superb. Very intense episode from beginning to end. Absolutely loved it. Just so you guys know, forest fire zombies, my new favorite right there. When they emerged out of the forest, smoking the way that they were, all charred like that, that was probably some of the best special effects since the season premiere in terms of that raid on that Big Lots type of, the supermarket when they were looking for supplies. Some amazing special effects with that there. I'm telling you, showrunner Scott Gimple on point there, not only writing an amazing episode, but really shepherding the season towards a very powerful conclusion coming. There's only 2 episodes left, guys. There's only 2 episodes left. Very intense, extremely looking forward to seeing what's going to go down with that there. I know you guys are excited as well. Alright gang, this is your time to shine. Drop those comments down below. Let me know what you thought of the 14th episode of The Walking Dead, the episode titled The Grove. I'm very curious to know your thoughts. How powerful was the storyline so far this season? I thought out of all the scenarios, of all the individual groups that we're seeing, this by far was the strongest one overall, obviously because of the subject matter. But drop those comments, let me know what you thought. I'm very curious to hear what you have to say. And as always, please give this video a thumbs up. Please like, share, and subscribe to Peep This Out. With 2 episodes left of The Walking Dead, I'm looking forward to doing the last 2 for this season. It's going to be a lot of fun. But tell all your peeps about the channel. There's a lot of great content. You always hear me say it, guys. Aside from the food reviews, which I love to do, we've got the movie reviews, occasional tech reviews, aside from the Walking Dead Talkback on the TV show side of things. So definitely tell all of your peeps. There's a lot of great content there, and the channel continues to grow. And I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. I do it for my peeps. I do it for all of you guys. So thanks again, always. And until next week's episode of the Walking Dead Talkback, this has been your boy Ian K for Peep This Out. I will talk to you soon, guys. Stay frosty.